16s to the outside. To the inside. Oh, he ends up taking out the 88.
Oh, no.
And he's going to take the win.
What the 7 needs to do, is he needs to back up that entry just a little bit. And if he can just get just a little bit higher up out of the groove, I think he might be able to get a nice run out. Boyd isn't bulletproof when it comes to these short runs. I was able to hold him off for a little bit. But if you can just get him early on, if you can just get back to the throttle, hit the brake a little bit, let the car plant and then go again, he might have a shot to go run him down.
The 7 was a tenth and a half slower that last lap. So Boyd's definitely putting down some faster laps at early stages here.
Looks like the 7's got right front damage, so that might be hurting him just a little bit.
Yeah, Boyd's got a little damage on the nose of his car as well, too, Rents, and I feel like the damage on these cars is relatively minimal and pretty even between the two.
Oh, here comes the 17 for third. 17's all over the 00 for third here, guys. So final step on the podium, heating up. That black 17 has come to life off turn 4.
He's going to try to take it to the inside. They're going to be pretty even as they head towards turn 1 and 2. The question is whether or not he can actually get the pass done on the inside. Oh, he's drifted it up a little bit.
The 00 was trying to hold him down there.
The thing he's got to have to do is, one of the big things with a one groove racetrack is if you're on the bottom groove and you need to go somewhere, what I'd do is I'd almost run it wide open just a little bit longer, see if you can clear him and slide job him. If you can, he's going to push off turn 4 again. This is some good racing for third here, guys.
And Cody's not giving him any space at all to come up off the corner. You know, he's just making sure he pins him down there. So far, it's working out for him. 2 laps to go.
He's actually going to take the position. He's actually going to go really low. That's going to give him a moment. I think he's going to rethink that decision next time.
Yeah, he's trying to break the draft a little bit. You wouldn't think of Kansas being a big draft track. But it really is if you think about it with how much pull you get off the corner. The 17's coming back at it again.
This time.
White
he's
flag.
He's going to get him this time. And he clears him.
He had an excellent run that time. I think if he gets in front of him this time, we'll see if the 00 does anything about it. He's going to look to the inside.
Too low. He's going to wash up. He's going to get tight off the corner. He's not going to be able to do it.
Meanwhile, up at the front, Boyd's going into turn 3 with the lead. No pressure from Brendan Jenks out back, and it looks like he's going to bring it home for the win.
That 00 just doesn't have anything for the 17.
And Boyd Hogan will win the race.
For not hitting the wall on an actual run. He made it a whole 5 laps without hitting the wall for one.
Wow, what a race right there.
You want to shut up just a little bit?
Looks like we got a little drama now.
Yeah, in the whole race.
What a race. And then on top of it, if you had any hard feelings, we're going to Martinsville next week.
That 54 looks pretty clean now. Not going to be for long if that 7 has anything to say about his rear bumper, though.
That's what I was looking at, Kyle. You're exactly right. But as they're doing this, that's letting the 17 just inch his way away here.
That's what he does. He inches away, and he doesn't have very much. Don't have very many laps left. So, A, they don't have much time to make up any time they lose, and he's really good on a short run. So I don't think anybody's going to have anything for him at this point.
Caution, will we race it out?
I would say no.
No, next caution will end the race if you don't go back green for one lap shootout.
So it'll be next caution will be it. Yeah, cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Back to the line, if I'm not wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's how I did it at Kansas. If caution came out, it would just be the end. Oh, the 2 gets a little loose behind the 7. That 7's very slow right now. Even with that damage on a short track, it's affecting him.
Oh, it will, Kyle. I had just a little bit of damage on my right side there for a little bit before I used my fast repair, and it was definitely affecting my car also.
Oh, the 00 gets on the 2 a little bit. Oh, boy. That 2 slid up a little bit and got a terrible turn through the corner, and the 00 caught up to him pretty quick. That 54 is pulling away from the 7. I reckon, well, 3 to go. He probably doesn't have enough time to get to him, it doesn't look like.
No, Kyle, at this point, that's a little bit too far of a stretch for Curtis to make it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Roughneck Racing, bring home a second place finish. That'd have been nice to be a 1-2, but we'll take a second. One to go here, Kyle. Looks like 17's just gonna set cruise control and take off here.
He doesn't even need cruise control. He's good. He could ride the high line and still win the race at this point.
Seriously,
Oh, there's
hey,
some smoke.
Cody, I took him out for you, buddy. That was some bullshit. I took him out for you. How is that some bullshit? You kept running.
Gonna have a chance unless they wreck each other. I mean, that's a wholly different story, though. We're gonna assume that they're not gonna wreck each other because that would suck. Or would it? Would it, though? I'm afraid it wouldn't. And that 54 got an excellent run that time. He is up on his bumper going into turn 1. He's going to get him loose. Final lap here. Oh my gosh, he's going to get to the outside now. That 11 is holding his position, though. He does not care that he's his teammate. Boy, oh boy, he had him mad loose going into that corner. And the 11 was able to hold on. Coming out of turn 4 here is going to take the win at Texas. Bobby Maiden, ladies and gentlemen. Stellar driving by that Kai. I think if that 54 wants to get to his bumper, he's going to have to wait to the last lap. You don't want to risk a caution. He's looking to the outside that time. Going to maybe get a pretty good arc underneath. Now this is the hard part. This is when he has to work for it. He's got to figure out how he's going to get around this 2 car. That 2 car just has to hold his line. He knows that 54 is going to have to work for it. Give him the unpreferred line. That 54 held that outside line through 1 and 2 very well that time, though. Stayed on his right rear quarter panel. Very low entry this time for the 2 car. That's going to open the door for the 54 as they go side by side through 3 and 4. And he is going to get an excellent run off of 4. Oh, he barely gets by him. Almost got turned that time. And he's taking a lead with 2 to go. Man, that was about an inch from being a huge wreck. Maybe not a huge wreck, but a caution at the least. Really taking a high arc through these corners, and he just was able to take advantage of it big time, especially that last time. 1 to go, final lap. 54 of Curtis Sawyer just needs to make it around 1 more time, and he will take his first win of the season as he is pulling away from that 2 car. 2 car maybe just a little bit too defensive those last couple laps, trying to keep that inside lane. The 54 is going to take the win here at ISM. The Ram Designs 200. And for the remainder of the race.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, 14 spinning the tires.
Kyle, can you play that black flag now?
From who? I don't know who has a black flag. What, do you have a black flag? I have no idea who has a black flag. Does that do anything? I don't know. I don't know who has black flags, so we'll just assume it was him. Oh, the 2 into the wall again.
All right, man. Caution is out.
3 to go.
I have no words. I just don't even know. I'm nervous. Oh, he slipped up a little bit. Not much he could do, though. Boyd's hanging in there. He's just waiting. Pretty to go.
It's turned into a heck of a race between a guy that was the dominant car and a guy that wasn't even in the picture most of the race.
Well, the 54 has one of the fastest laps of the race. Each of them in the 38.9s, so we know that 54 was fast. He just was not really able to show it.
Well, a little fishtailing out the exit.
Both running pretty wide there.
Tell you what, I think this track has a knack for making you pay big when you're on old tires and trying to get too much. And I don't think either one of these guys wants to make too big of a mistake that they can't recover from. And they're probably a little cautious around some of this.
Luckily for the 51, he can overdrive a corner a little bit and have a bumper to run into, but we don't want to see that again. Not as, at least not to that extent that it was earlier. Oh boy.
Little slip up on exit. 51 not able to take care of that opportunity right away.
It gets super intense, and then they go down these long straightaways, and nothing can really happen, and then they finally can get somewhere again. It's like it starts all up again. I don't know. Something's about to go down. Oh! 51
in the wall.
Loose. Hard on the wall. Everything has just changed dramatically. Luckily, he didn't get too far behind. I'm sure he can catch back up, but almost a 2-second lead now for the 54. I just heard some metal hitting metal somewhere or something. Oh, that's the 36. And that chicane. Leader's gaining on the 7 with Brendan Jinks now lap car.
Yeah, it looks like the 36 got into the wall there a little bit.
That 51 hits that carousel turn a lot better than the 54 does. That's for sure. It just doesn't seem to help him as much as you'd think it would. 7 moving out of the way for him. And we are on the final lap. I didn't really realize that yet. We're going to see what's going to happen, though. That 51 has gotten back to the bumper of the 54, and he is not afraid to use it.
Yeah,
and I'm a little bit scared.
Huge run trailing him down the back stretch.
Like, I'm cringing already, because I already know.
We already know what's about to happen.
He's all riled up from Eli's.
I'd be surprised if it didn't.
Oh, 54 sideways to the center of that hairpin turn. One last
maybe
chance.
The 54 checked up a little harder than usual.
He did.
Maybe trying to check the 51 to get a better exit out.
This is the moment of truth. I don't know. Oh my god. Don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him. Don't. Oh, he's good. Woo. He's gonna take it. The 54 to victory lane. He's gonna survive. Either he's really good at saving fuel, or he pitted and we didn't see it.
Make it interesting, right?
Exciting. Maybe they'll fight in pit road.
I wish that was a mode. I would have used the hell.
That would be so great, wouldn't it? Oh man.
I tell you, when the official series went to Martinsville, I could have used that. But I think that went both ways too. So. What can I do?
Joe Lawrence up front sort of has this one sealed off. Take a white flag this time by.
99's falling back. All his chances is for this 92. All focus on that 22's. I can't speak. That 22's bumper, if he can get to it.
The 92 looks like he's gonna have a really strong run off turn 2 here. He's gonna get to the 22 and the 3. What will he do?
Good job, Joe. You have kept your tires nice and clean.
Joe Lawrence
Just doesn't have anything.
He'll take his first victory.
Good one. In his first race.
In his first
Great
race.
job, Joe. Great job.
I used up my tires more than you did. I was getting super tired out of the corner, but yeah.
All right. he might be trying to push the issue a little more.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was already pushing the issue, but now he needs to. He's telling that 92, you either need to speed up or you need to move out of the way. And I know he will move him. The 92 keeps it together that time.
That allows the 7 to gain right up 51's bump.
That is not what the 51 wanted to see, but it is definitely what we wanted to see.
Ooh, oh, 51 spins out.
The 7. 7.
Oh, yeah, 7, my bad.
Please don't disappear. Oh, thank God. We're going to throw a caution.
Really worked out on the caution.
Oh, I just realized, duh, there was lap 2. I'm an idiot.
That was fun. I could not.
Yeah, it just ended it.
I totally forgot about that. I'm an idiot.